What is something we should stop teaching children? Doctor here. Could parents reading this please stop threatening their kids with a doctor? I see it often in the clinic. Either if you keep acting up I'm gonna have the doctor give you a shot. Or if you do this and hurt yourself we'll have to go to the hospital and the doctor is gonna have to sew you up and it's gonna hurt. That really does absolutely nothing but hurt any relationship we'd like to build with your kid. This teaches children to associate the doctor's office with pain/bad stuff, and makes things ridiculously difficult for both you the parent, us the doctors, and them. Strangers are the issue. No, most strangers are very kind. It's good to be skeptical around them, but only a small percentage of them will kidnap/molest a child. Most cases of child abduction and child molesting involve family member and people the kid trusts. School has lessons dedicated to stranger danger, but no adult has ever told me that my own family members could hurt me, even though they're likely to. You don't need experts for everything. Try to fix most things yourself. You can paint something. You can change oil. You can problem solve a minor lawnmower problem. Look it up. Research. Read directions. You can usually try yourself. Source: I know several highly educated people who struggle to change a light bulb. Adults are always right. Incorrect. Adults may have more common sense or more wisdom, but they are not always correct. They make mistakes. Ignore the bullies. People bully you because they're jealous. Just ignore them. My mom. The only shitty piece of advice my mom has ever given me. Just let people walk all over you. Our problems don't disappear because we ignore them. To be afraid of strangers. There are people in my life who are terrified of approaching a stranger for any reason, even over the phone. We need to teach our kids to be smart, not to be scared. Not really a lesson as it is of a parents need to stop doing this. I've seen girls that have been scolded by their parents for doing something masculine. I've also seen a few posts about mothers teaching girls to fear male strangers. I can't go outside because my mom is scared that a pedophile is going to snatch me in an apartment complex, while my brothers can go wherever they want to whenever. My brother needs to cool off. Go outside. Me. Hide in the closet. Not sure if parents do the same to guys, but from what I've seen this only applies to girls and this needs to stop. That boys can't cry that when a boy is mean to a girl that it means they like them. Maths is hard. We had indoctrinated in our children's minds that maths is hard and those who do it well are nerds. Well, newsflash, maths is easy, provided you learn it well and implement it in real world. To apologize when they don't mean it, especially when they are very young and don't really understand it. I think that's why people have such a hard time apologizing now. They've never come to it naturally. Girl: hey, that boy is awful towards me. He pulls my hair and teases me. Parent: oh, that means he likes you. That it's not okay for boys to cry. I had this implanted in my brain early on, and it left a huge impact on me. Bottling up your feelings just makes things worse. Feelings of detachment and anxiety replace it. I can pretend to be sad or happy, but actually getting the feelings out is so hard. I've made some steps to try and correct this teaching, and just found out how broken I actually am. Getting out of bed is already such a big task. I have never learned the importance of catharsis until this year, and sometimes just cry whenever I feel defeated and alone. It's better to cry than to bottle it up and put on a fake smile. Trust me, the more you put on an act, the more painful it is to keep it up. Don't be sad. Let kids be fucking sad if they are. I know so many grown-ups who judge themselves extremely harsh if they feel any negative emotion at all. We're human. We should learn to deal with our wide range of emotions, not to push them away. Stop telling kids, more specifically girls, that if he hits you he likes you. No, 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 no. If you like someone you wouldn't want to tease or cause them pain. It's teaching them, and almost normalizing this behavior, that boys/men hitting girls/women is okay and it's not. The universe forbid they unfortunately fall victim to a toxic relationship consisting of domestic abuse. Them being told in their childhood that hitting equals love, unless they seek help, or are given proper advice, they won't have the common to leave that relationship. That you'll get a cold, just because it's cold and you're wearing the wrong clothes blah blah. In addition that you'll get a cold, if you go outside with wet hair. That homosexuality is bad. That your life only counts if you make tons of money. That work is the most important thing in life. That everyone who is not living the life like you do is weird, bad or whatsoever. And so many other things. Everyone should go to college and you're made to feel like a failure if you don't want to has led to an entire generation of people going to college for useless degrees, accumulating a shit ton of debt, not being able to find a job, and then wanting to make college free. It's also led to decreased numbers of people working in trades, because we weren't encouraged to go to trade schools, we were told to go to college. The only reason someone should go to college is that they know exactly what they want to do, and that career requires college. That they are obligated to hug/kiss older relatives like grandparents/aunts/uncles/etc. if they don't want to. Children are people. Forcing a 4-year-old to kiss their grandma on the cheek is just as gross as forcing an 18-year-old classmate to kiss you behind the bleachers. It's not okay. It teaches kids shitty things about consent and boundaries theirs and other people's. Seriously people, stop doing that. I think forcing a toddler to kiss a grandparent is actually worse than one 18-year-old forcing an 18-year-old classmate to kiss them. It's more like a 45-year-old teacher forcing an 18-year-old kid to kiss their 65-year-old school principal. That sounds gross, doesn't it? Because it is. Seriously, stop it. That there's a life script you do not need, in order to be happy, to follow this set path of do good in high school, get into a good college, land a job, meet someone and marry them, pump out a couple kids, work for the rest of your life. Definitely finish high school, that's critical. But after that, there are so many other options besides what society tells us. Join a trade, join the military, just work a job, take a trip if affordable, spend a year volunteering. Do something that challenges your worldview at least a little. Let yourself grow and develop, and get a better handle on what you're interested in, before committing to college. Because without financial aid, college is going to be one of the most expensive things you'll ever do. You should make sure you've got an idea of what you want, so that if you do take on that debt, you can at least feel like it was somewhat worth it. I hate seeing young black kids look scared when they see cops and other races, mostly white dudes obviously. I saw one where this little black girl was scared shitless of Trump. Whatever the fuck the parents are telling, that kid is the opposite of helping. Some of us were grown in homes where someone was always there to back you up when you messed up, told you you're perfect as you are, and does everything for you. Then, we grow up, and realize not everything is perfect. We can't get things, because we want to, and no one's there to hold your hand when you mess up. Source: son for an overly protective mom. Empathy over reason. They are both needed equally, so that you think about your actions instead of just acting on your emotions. Use empathy to understand your fellow man, but use reason to decide on what to do, or why to do nothing. If you misbehave, the cops will take you away. If a boy pulls your hair, or hurts you or bullies you, he likes you. That hurting a girl means you like her. That boys don't cry. That girls can't play with toy cars. That pink and blue are gendered. Periods are not gross. Tampons are not gross. Menstrual pads are not gross. You don't have to hug Great Aunt Helga if you don't want to. You can high five/fist bump/finger guns if you want, and if she doesn't like it, tough shit. It's your body, your choice. Can we stop teaching kids to be spoiled brats? Instead, teach them what no means, and that no means no. And stop wrapping them in cotton wool, and teaching them to be scared of making mistakes, and hurting themselves for a small misjudgment. These are the greatest learning moments of their lives. It also allows the kids to find out what they can do without injuring themselves. and it also helps keep sports and other boundary pushing things going. Without kids that aren't scared to hurt themselves, we wouldn't have the incredible men that take part in extreme sports, motorsports, and even a number of athletics events. Thank you for watching. Please consider giving this video a like, and remember to subscribe, and hit that bell button, as we add new Reddit readouts every day. See you next time. Bye.